I know that it seems like summer just started. Anyway, right now, while I'm making this video, summer has just started. And I know to start already thinking about getting your car ready to go back to school is not any fun. But the sooner you start thinking about getting the car to go, ready, prepared, keep it prepared. We don't want to let the car be driven for all summer long and then, it not be ready to go back to school. So why don't we start figuring out what it takes to get the car ready to go back and then just pretty much stay on top of it, being proactive instead of reactive. So I mean, I get it. I mean, it seems too early, but it's never too early to actually start getting a game plan together, especially when you're going to work with a shop and they're going to be busy during the summer and they're definitely going to be busy getting cars to go, ready to go back to school. Again, why not just keep the car ready to go instead of thinking there's moments in time like back to school or spring or summer or, before a long road trip? Why not just keep your car ready to go all the time? But you definitely need to make sure, and if we're considering that, part of the reason of back to school is, you've got the stop and go traffic near the schools and the offices, longer commutes, higher mileage, you're going to go higher mileage each week, rapid weather changes, foggy mornings, hot afternoons, sudden rain. You're going to have full passenger loads, heavy gear, tight parking lots, increased demand on your HVAC system because your user your HVAC your air conditioning system even when it's wintertime because the when you turn on your defroster it runs the air conditioning to clean out to dry out the air before it actually goes onto the windshield. That's why it defrosts so well. And of course you've got increased demand on your batteries, your brakes, your tires. And again, we want to keep the car feeling good all the time, but especially when we're getting ready to go back to school. When we think about having your a good reputable shop, ASE certified techs, we're trying to keep the car safe, efficient, dependable all the time. But especially it's going to be needed more, especially depending on what you're doing and when you're doing it, like back to school or a vacation or whatever. We're definitely going to be looking at the brakes, brake pad and rotor wear, brake fluid condition, pedal response, noise, vibration, the ABS system, the anti-lock brake system, and, warning lights. We definitely need to keep an eye on your brakes all the time. And if you're coming in on a regular basis, then you're going to know where your wearables, like your brakes, are at. We're definitely going to be doing, the depth of your pads and any different wear patterns. We're definitely going to be, looking at all of the different stuff on an ongoing basis and letting you know where you're at. And then, of course, there's tires. We're going to do the tread depth and wear patterns on that. We're going to check your tire pressure, including the spare. You're going to check for any cracking, bulging, uneven wear. Definitely going to be recommending the alignment once a year or 15,000 miles and the rotation every 5,000 miles. So you just need to come in and get it done all the time. We're definitely going to be testing the battery for voltage, cold cranking amps, terminal corrosion or loose cables, alternator and starter system output. We're definitely going to be looking at the oil condition and all of all of your different fluids, the coolant, the transmission fluid, the brake, the power steering, the washer fluids, all of it. Okay. And you definitely need to replace those every 30,000 miles anyway. And you need to flush the injectors every 15,000 miles. And we'll definitely be looking at wiper blades, headlight aim and brightness, brake lights, turn signals, reverse lights, all of that stuff. We're definitely going to be looking at your belts, hoses, complete engine check, your serpentine belt wear, your hose integrity and leak points, your engine bay, and we're definitely going to inspect everything in it. And we're definitely going to plug in and see if there's any fault codes. Just because the check engine light is not on doesn't mean that there's not any fault codes that could be stored in there. we're definitely going to be looking at your shocks, struts, all of the steering response and noise, control arms, ride comfort, all on. I mean, literally, it just goes on and on. And then you got to remember, I mean, we're not here to find stuff wrong. We're here to prevent stuff from going wrong first. That's why you need to come in on an ongoing basis. That's why we need to maintain the car. That's why it needs a plan on how to maintain it. That's why we need to stay proactive. So definitely, if you keep up with the maintenance on your vehicle, if you keep moving forward and staying ahead of the game as far as your car is concerned, your car is going to like you more. You're going to like you more. Your budget's definitely going to like you more. And if you're planning on $3,000 a year minimum per car to maintain and repair, it's a good average. That's from 0 miles to 15,000 miles. Anything above 15,000 miles, plan on more. It costs more to drive more. And you need to budget it so you're not surprised or shocked or thrown for a loop when the automotive repair store issues you estimate and you're like, oh no. I mean, we all know that the greatest hope that any customer has walking through the door is that their car doesn't need anything. Second greatest hope is that if it does need something, it's not going to cost very much. And I mean, that's just not realistic. It costs money to drive the car. And you can either pay an automotive repair shop a little bit, or you can pay the dealerships and used car people a lot, and the state for registration and sales tax and all of that stuff. And more depreciation and or you can keep your car long term, keep on top of it long term, and it makes sense to keep it maintained properly. It's just like your house. You're not going to let everything go to hell in a handbasket at your house. I mean, you're going to stay on top of stuff, or your house, the value of your house goes down exponentially. And it's the same with your car. Only the value going down with your car means it's going to have a premature death, which means you're going to be out a lot more money. I mean, truly, if you're not going to maintain and repair this one, your plan is to actually buy a new or a used one and not do that again, meaning you don't plan on having a good retirement. Think about it. Stay safe, stay strong.